As, as I experience love from Baba, knowing that Baba is ocean of love, Baba's love brings a lot of power, but it makes me very peaceful and calm. With Baba's love, there is more self-trust. And this makes my thoughts towards everyone very loveful. Love which has very, very good feelings, good wishes. And also sweetness. And we express our love through drishti, through vibrations, through our words. So in today's world, these vibrations of pure love from God and then from each other will bring transformation in the souls. All the souls which are struggling, God's love will be able to help them to be peaceful and calm. So I experience very stable, unshakable with God's love. So let us take drishti from Baba and experience God's love. And fill yourself with God's love.
सागर का काम है लहरें आना, और उन लहरों को देख आप सागर पर जाते हो तो कितना मजा आता, क्या उछले आती। आपका ऑर्डर चलेगा क्या? है सागर तू उछल बंद करो, लहर बंद करो, चलेगा क्या? नहीं, वो आती है खुशी मजे देखने लिए। इसलिए अपनी जीवन को अगर सचमुच निरंतर सदा अपने को खुशी में रहना चाहते हो तो ये योगी जीवन, प्यारी जीवन, सुखदाई जीवन, खुशी की जीवन, आनंद की जीवन, मजे की जीवन, ये है योगी जीवन। इसलिए हम सभी को कहते हैं अब समय आया है, गम की बातों को खत्म करो और एवर हैप्पी का वरदान वरदाता से लियो। वरदाता आया ही है हम सभी को ऐसी खुशी देने का। आप लोग ने सुना होगा, गो पर गोपियां होती थी, उनका गायन है कि वो भगवान की मस्ती में रहती थी तो उनको अति इंद्रिय सुख का सदा ही मजा रहता था। तो इंद्रियां के सुखों में जाएंगे तो गम और खुशी पाएंगे, लेकिन इंद्रियों के सुख से ऊपर जाओ तो सदा इंद्रिया सुख है। तो इंद्रियां मनुष्य को अधीन बनाती, और इंद्रियां जीत बनो तो आप अधीन नहीं पर इंद्रियों को अधीन करेंगे। तो गम है अधीनता और खुशी है इंद्रियों को अधीन करके रखने का। इसलिए हम कहती हूँ ये मुख है, अरे मुख से मुस्कान रखो। जब मूर्ति में जाएंगे मंदिर में, मूर्ति जाओ कितनी मीठी मुस्कान करती, देखते ही मुस्कान आ जाती है। कहीं वो तो ऐसी मुस्कुरा रही थी कैसे कि मुझे आनंद दे दिया। वो मूर्ति है देवताओं की, फिर भी है तो मूर्ति जड़। और हम कौन है? हम आत्मा का ये चैतन मूर्त है। और ये मूर्त कहे हाय हाय क्या करूं, हाय रे, ये कोई चैतन मनुष्य है क्या? मनुष्य और हाय हाय करे? हम किसके संतान हैं? तब कहती हूँ हमारी ये देवताओं की मूर्तियां हैं, वे हमारे चित्र यादगार मुस्कुराते और हम चैतन्य में उदास नहीं नहीं नहीं।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 7. Murli, source of truth. Soul, faith, no. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Bab Dada, Avyakt Bab Dada and Dadis, they all are with us. And they will remain with us until we all reach to stage of perfection. I feel their presence so much. So Dadis are with us and inspiring us to make efforts so that we can become complete and perfect. And Dadi Prakashmani always used to say, we should be very happy. There should be cheerful face. And that's only possible when I have the experience of God's love and super sensitive joy. So effort, what we all are making, should not be taken as a pressure. It has to be very gentle, subtle, and in a very natural way. That is why every day we share understanding, so that understanding can make it more simple and more practical also. And one determination all should have when we are on this journey, that never get disappointed with your own efforts or with your own self. And we are not making effort because of any fear, but we are preparing ourselves for golden age. But before golden age, we know that settling has to happen, and it's all right. Even while settling, you will get Baba's help, lot of help. I can share even with my experience that people say so much that when you have second vaccination, then you get fever, you get sick, you get this. So Sunday I took it, so we thought maybe I do recording for Sunday evening. But I said, okay, take rest. And in the afternoon, I felt good. I was very good, very okay. And then some call, they say, no, it could be next day. So I said, okay. Next day came. It was Baba's help. I didn't feel sick or tired or anything. It did require little extra rest. So always, always with the faith in Baba, you should have self-trust. When you have trust, you have patience. Because we hear so many things about everything. And so we kind of precondition our mind. And when we keep precondition, like they were saying, there a lot of muscular pain. So I keep putting my hand and say, oh no, maybe I'm feeling, I'm not feeling. No, because I've heard or keep saying it, but I found there was no pain. So I always believe that if you keep faith and have trust, but also have patience, then you receive Baba's help. So even for practice of soul consciousness, I think we all are doing it, but some are not able to figure out, am I really becoming soul conscious? Am I really doing it or not? So it's like little, maybe lack of clarity, evidence, or I don't know what way they want to see the result of the practice of soul consciousness. That is why yesterday I said, if you just could maintain 5 qualities as a soul, simply that I am loveful, I am peaceful, I have to be God's love expressed through sweetness. Sweet doesn't mean you're not saying what you have to say, but say it properly so that it's not hard on anyone, and also give respect to everyone. And purity is the main. So if we work on even one quality, that, oh, today I have to really be peaceful. Not only that, but as you keep practicing, you find that internally you have more experience of these qualities. Divinity is there. So it's not really hard. You don't have to put pressure. But one quality is needed, that it is subtle. Because when I say we all carry our ID with us these days, you carry ID all the time, right? So you carry ID, and there are few things in that ID, but there's physical ID, and this one is spiritual ID. Before it, what is body's name, father's name, your address, or so many physical details. I know that even when I travel by Air India, when they are finding my name to book me, they immediately know everything, my occupation. And so one time I was asking, this person was, mostly they are very respectful. He said, it shows that you are the president of Brahma Kumaris. I said, how you know? He said, it shows in your ID, in the computer. So, but this one is spiritual ID, right? That I am a point of light. And within this point of light, there is pure energy. I am pure. And then my self-religion, Swadharma, is peace. So purity is the power within me. And within the soul, I have capacity to think, to discern, and then through body do actions. So in a very, very natural way, just keep this awareness. And this could be when we sit, then we want to experience. Just take one quality of the soul and just be in that awareness of that quality of the soul. But also one of the very important stage of soul consciousness is that just look at everyone as soul. And you cannot see soul, right? How do I look at the soul? It's through my awareness. And keep the thought, we all are souls. We all are brothers. We are all children of one Father. It's very, very naturally and in a simple way. And when you have these thoughts and awareness, you will find that naturally your stage of soul consciousness is growing. And then two things I at least experienced when I heard about soul, 60 plus years ago. When I start kind of feeling that how the thoughts work, intellect work, and there are sanskars because you come to, when you act, you know that there is some force within you making you do. So I said, oh, it's mind, intellect, sanskar, which make the soul function through the nature, that means through the body, to play the part. And when I am realizing this, and I say, oh, Baba, you are also like me. And I immediately start connecting with Baba as Supreme Soul and also with other souls. My own realization of my being helped me to connect with Baba. Like today, Baba said in Murli, you are like me. And I was telling Baba, you are like me. And it was so easy then to connect with Baba. Even I believed in God, I believed in deities, I worshipped, right? And that was more divinity as my roots. But with incorporeal Baba, Shiv Baba, it was very easy to connect. I am soul, he is also a soul, but he is supreme soul. Like today Baba said, I am like you. The only difference is that I do not come in the cycle of birth, rebirth. Because when we come, I, soul, play my part through the body. Then I take one body and play my part. So I acquire many sanskars. Not only that, but when I am 100% pure in golden age, the first birth, so what happened? The alloy, little bit alloy, because the second birth, so whatever I took was not negative, was not a body consciousness. So it was not alloy in the sense of the alloy of iron, alloy of copper or silver, but within the gold, alloy of gold. So gradually then the degrees of purity or whatever I have accumulated, fruition, fortune for 21 births, so reduces, percentage is less. Because all those births I take in golden age, degrees reduces. And then of course silver age begins. In silver age, then it's the alloy of silver. So it's something very subtle to understand how gradually, as today Baba said, soul was pure. So body was pure and you were pavan. No? One is purity, other is pavan. Pavan means when soul and body both are pure. So gradually, Baba says you start becoming body conscious, then vices, and then sinful actions. So from pavan you become patit means impure soul. So we suddenly understand how gradually the degrees of purity reduce. And now with remembrance, first I stop, no more use of vices in my thoughts, no sinful actions through my words. So in soul consciousness or becoming the conqueror of body consciousness, then we start become victorious over the vices. And then the traces of vices, the weaknesses which are left because of vices like attachment. So dependency, soul becomes very weak. Even you have overcome attachment, but the weakness of attachment takes a long time. So when we practice soul consciousness, we regain that strength, that power, where I have lot of love for everyone, but no attachment. So as I was explaining that how from that 100% purity, the degrees of purity gradually decline because of body consciousness, then involved into the vices and then sinful actions. And then how when we belong to Baba, that alloy which is there of sinful actions, impurity which is there in the form of now is basically weaknesses, defects, right? So with remembrance of Baba, making effort of soul consciousness, also helping me to become pure again, not only pure in thoughts or consciousness, but purity in my thoughts, words, actions. In a very, very natural way, you find that your words are pure, your actions are pure. So then, so I have completed this cycle. You know, I was pavan, then I became patit, and now I am becoming pavan. And Baba is the purifier, no, we say. So in Baba is purifier, and I think of Baba. And I think that all of you really are making effort. Don't doubt yourself. I don't know if I'm making or not. I think every Baba's child, even your presence here, your listening shows that you are so honest and sincere because you want to learn, understand, do it more. Because sometimes a lot of people say congratulations to me, and I say I must congratulate all of you because many of you come and sit at 6 o'clock, yoga bhatti and Amrit Vela, and I think even if you are not making efforts, it's not possible. Because whatever little you hear, and during day, drop by drop, you are definitely attaining this stage. As Baba said, of course, our stage has to be stable, unshakable, but also becoming more sweet, more loving. Today I was since morning experiencing lot of God's love and what we have to share with others. Many times we find there are certain souls, how do you love them or have good wishes, then take from Baba, right? When you receive from Baba, you don't have to make effort to give because you will naturally be sharing that love. And that love will bring sweetness, cheerfulness. And as our Dadi Prakashmani said, that confluence age is the age of joy, of celebration, of super sensitive joy. And so just be happy, don't feel the pressure of it. And in life, never get disappointed because you have done something. You are doing, each one of you. So I would just say that with the faith also have this trust. And every evening you should feel very good looking at your chart. Even few times you forgot, or if you made some little mistakes, right? Then you keep your chart, give to Baba your chart. And if you, because of any reason, cause sorrow, ask for forgiveness and Baba will help you. So Baba won't be Dharamraj for you. I think for me, even at present, I say, Baba, you are Supreme Judge. I'm ready to accept whatever I have to, because if I have done any kind of action which was mistake or which was hurt for someone, so Baba forgives. And that is why next morning, again, as a father, with lot of love, and teachers. So feel Baba's love. Don't think of Supreme Judge now. Baba is our father in the night time. Just give your chart, be honest with Baba, ask for forgiveness. In the morning, wake up cheerfully, feeling yourself in the lap of your parents, because Baba loves us and Baba has selected us to be effort makers and claim fortune. So if Baba has selected me, how I won't be able to make it? I will, right? So I will just request everyone to be very light, very happy, and keep practicing in a very, very natural way, using the understanding and a subtle and holy intellect. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now it's time for us to get our Murli point practice for tomorrow. So let's invite our dear brother Ken. Welcome.
Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you so much, Didi. It was so lovely to listen how Baba's love expresses himself through you, and this whole aspect of effort without pressure. I know that many souls are going through a lot of difficulties because of the pandemic, and doesn't seem to be getting over very soon either. But we don't live in the Iron Age, we live in the Confluence Age. So there is a protection even in that. So this whole idea of effort without pressure, and effort that is natural, based on self-trust. And I was thinking as you were speaking how the soul actually has all of the qualities except two. And that makes the whole difference. The soul lost power throughout the cycle, the soul lost purity. So even the love that we have, you can imagine no purity and no power, and that's why it becomes attachment and so on. And what we have to do is we have to, through our relationship with God, we have to get back that power and purity that we've lost. So today was the last Murli of the week, of 7 days, with focus on the soul, and tomorrow we're going to start with focus on God, because we can understand and we can see how much we've progressed just looking at the soul and the qualities of the soul and the experience of the soul and the bodiless stage. But of course, it's extremely important that when I meditate, I know who it is at meditating. As Daddyji was saying, beyond the senses, the soul meditates. Even as Didi was saying, beyond any preconditioning also. So this idea that you are like me, that Didi mentioned from the Murli Baba saying you are like me, that is the opening, because there are differences between the soul and God, and those differences keep us apart. But it's the similarities that we have to work on. And that's why Baba sometimes says when we meditate, we have to dress ourselves with self-respect. And one thing I like to practice, just to align with Baba. First of all, any situation, whatever it is, let me make sure that I'm understanding it with the third eye, that is Gyan. Let me see that my feelings are like Baba's feelings. If I can imagine just invoking Baba and asking him, what would you feel in this situation? And finally, the last step, what do I need to be? What are the qualities that I need to bring out of the soul? So it's the soul that meditates. It's the soul that does everything. As Baba said today, the soul gets everything done through the body. And so who it is that meditates is very important. It's not Brother Ken who meditates, in my case. It's the soul that's giving life to this body that meditates. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm so-and-so, as Baba said in the Murli, so-and-so will never be able to meditate, never. So if you say, I have a lot of difficulties in meditation, which I is saying that? Is it the so-and-so I, or is it the real self that's saying, I have difficulties? So if we wanted to reduce everything to its complete essence, there's just 2 points. One, the soul, Baba's another point, and the line in between. And of course, what happened between these 2 points is that the drama comes up, so I can't get through because there's a scene of the drama that's there that's making it difficult for me. And I can't see through the scene to Baba on the other side. I suppose it's not just 2 points in line. The line is the power and the love that Baba's giving me. So in a way, with his spiritual power, Baba's correcting the way that I love myself, the way that I love people, the way that I love the world, love the drama. So these are the things, we're leaving the focus on the soul, we're coming to the focus on God. And they're both so connected. I have to remove the ignorance around myself, regarding myself. Who am I really? And I also have to I've surrounded God with, clean up the field so that there's a clear connection. And of course, what makes that easier is the sort of, first of all, the recognition, but also the honesty and the clarity. So today I was listening in the Murli for the more directions about strengthening soul consciousness so that I can glorify Baba in the yagya. And it was interesting that last night we were talking about being foreigners here, and Baba brought that up in the Murli today. I hadn't remembered actually, but he's the traveller from the faraway land. So this is a foreign world of Raven. So I'm a foreigner here. And so I remember that point that Baba says you have to have the consciousness of being avatars, that you are recently incarnated here to do Baba's service. The soul has come to serve. I remember in a small meeting with Baba in the history hall, Baba said to a group of foreigners, I don't need you. And of course, everyone looked, what do you mean? Said, I could get things done, but I've given you the chance. You have taken birth in those bodies to do service. You have gone to those places to do service. So the feeling of being Baba's instrument was very, very much strengthened. Again, that today Baba's responsible. I should have that faith to follow Srimat with my eyes closed. The soul does everything. The soul meditates. So I have to break the ego of body consciousness, this I am so-and-so, that I did this and I did that. And the idea that remembrance actually brings strength. And I really loved the point in the blessing that being perfect is being beyond effect and also being beyond defect. And so this is the sort of state that we have to reach through soul consciousness and through connection with Baba. At the traffic controls, it was very easy after the Murli that I just stopped to think that I am so-and-so doing something or the other, and just remind myself that I'm the soul making this happen through the body. And later on tonight, when we do our chart, it's practically, just we can evaluate how we've been throughout the week. How deep is my understanding and the faith of being a soul? How deep is it? What was my experience this week that I will sort of hand over to Baba for any sort of guidance or correction from him, so that tomorrow when we listen to the Murli, we're really ready for further instructions. And so if we can show the word cloud for tomorrow, look at that. It looks so beautiful, doesn't it? And what comes out, what sort of stands out? Flowers. And of course, there are thorns there too. I have to become a flower from a thorn. The world is a jungle of thorns. And Baba's the master of the garden. And through him operating on me, I go to the heaven, which is the world of sweet, lovely flowers. So as I go into the Murli tomorrow, in fact, these are 3 ways that I love to pay attention when I like to appreciate the Murli. There are 3 favorite ways that I use that are connected with God. What are the relationships that are there in the Murli that I can work on and develop? What are his qualities that I need to understand and really take on board? And what are his attributes? The roles that he has. He's a liberator, he's a remover of sorrow, he's this and that. And one of these is the master of the garden. So there are 3 different ways of listening to the Murli related to God: relationships, qualities, and attributes. So this attribute of his, this title of his, master of the garden, is the one that we're going to be focusing on tomorrow. What does the master of the garden want me to do? Can we put the listening practice and experience up, please? What does the listening at the master of the garden want me to do to become a pure flower? And the practice. Check if I'm doing everything in the consciousness of being a gardener, like Brahma Baba, an apprentice gardener. And that what I'm doing is I'm cultivating a garden. So check that at traffic control, my gardening abilities. And when we do the chart tomorrow night, ask ourselves if the master of the garden is pleased with my result. Ask myself the experience that the master of the garden is pleased with my result. So I've been cultivating throughout the whole day flowers in myself and flowers around me. And I go in the evening, I show it to Baba. Baba, what do you think? And then I get sort of, Baba will give me a mark if I've been a successful apprentice gardener. So these are the things for tomorrow. So please enjoy, everyone. Om Shanti. Now, of course, I forgot the Amrit Vela. As I sit in Amrit Vela tomorrow, just feel Baba is making me into a master of the world of heaven. Om Shanti.
Very, very beautiful. We all have our way of taking things. Like for me, Since a young age, I always try to make things easy for myself and make it in a natural way, and but also internally that, let's say about this COVID thing, and every country has different situations, and everywhere, somewhere, the conditions are changing towards more degradation, lack of morality, more corruption. But each one of us, we always remember we are at confluence age, and whatever is happening in Iron Age, yes, it could happen. But then have this trust. Until now, every Baba's child have to see how I am protected, how Baba took care of me, how help I got, how family cared for me. So if you really think that way, then this fear of what will happen in future will not be there. Yes, we have to prepare, we have to remain alert, and as Baba said, have in spiritual stock, physical stock, but I also have this very, very trust and with patience, very restful stage inside, feeling secure that Baba is there to take care. And your elevated actions, whatever you have done for Yagya, whatever way you have done any kind of charitable action, and this is the time that Baba will give you extra help because of all that too. It's not only in golden age I get fruition, but even at confluence age, that so that is why, I was saying, take every chance to do good wishes, good feelings, anything you get to do good, charitable, we should do it in a that Baba has created this yagya for us so that we can become very, very cooperative in everything. So just maintain this self trust, and you will see how Baba, always you are under Baba's canopy, Baba's heart throne. And Baba has given such secure and sacred, safe places for us. Go into the center of brick, forehead. We call in India the cave, Brikuti. Bhu means earth, and cave. A little cave Baba has given us. Or go in Baba's lap, heart throne. These are very safe places. So anytime you find you have any kind of fear, just go there and sit there, and Baba is protecting you, and you will be protected. Whether it is mentally things are happening, emotionally, or physically, circumstances, situations. But at least I have lived with that, and I tell everyone that, just keep yourself in safe place and trust that Baba until now has taken care of me. Now I have more powers, more purity, more virtues, more account of goodness. So Baba will take care, and you are very, very well protected. So no fear of any kind should be there.
Sister Mohini, what's the connection between everything we look at, everything, and when we open our eyes, we see Kali Yuga. We see matter in its Tama Pradhan state, even our own bodies. The confluence age is a subtle age. Of course, it's parallel to the Iron Age in a way. But what's the connection between really being in the consciousness of the confluence age and being protected?
Because see, our omens are different. We do not have connection with body consciousness, five vices, sinful actions, right? So we don't have all that energy now. Even little mistakes must be happening, or sometimes some get some wasteful thoughts. But that's not what it is in Kali Yuga. It's really, really sinful actions. So my omens are different now. In Kali Yuga is Jupiter. My omens at present are Jupiter, but there is Saturn. No, it's all devilish. So anything for that, never compare. Okay, what is happening in the world? We know that. And we have to know, but always remind yourself that I am at confluence age. My omens are different. I am under omens of Jupiter. and we are completely in different direction, So that's what I think for not only myself, but for Yagya. I had been talking a lot since morning about there are two things, Yagya and the organization. And we take care of Yagya, we have to take care of organization. And I was just talking about younger generation to know more about guidelines. What is Yagya? What is, organization? So our omens are different. We are under Jupiter omen. And with your thoughts, keep creating influence of those omens. But if you keep thinking of Kali, you are not allowing those omens to work on you. So omens of Jupiter on me, keep that awareness, and every day you will find it was a beautiful day. Today was beautiful. Tomorrow definitely, as Baba said, will be better and beautiful.
So this thing of being perfect beyond effect of things, and
Yes.
lovely. So
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Welcome to a Vikti journey, our godly family, a beautiful constellation of sparkling stars.
Beacon in the dark, showing the way to the light. Sweet angel of the God, a symbol of might.
No matter what, I am feeling great.
Om Shanti. So it was interesting because that Karachi scene. So Dadi, when she visited, she went to those places where Brahma Baba, they all used to live. And also the famous place was Clifton, I think. That's where Dadi also went. So anyway, with photos, at least we also can travel with Dadi, right? Thank you. Now let's close with Papa's remembrance. And just to remind, tomorrow is Thursday. So we'll be offering Bhog in the evening. And also we'll have Sakar English Murli from 5 p.m. to 6:10 p.m. Additional. Other schedule will be the same, Amritvela and evening. Okay, now let's remember Baba.
Om Shanti and good night, everyone, and stay well. Om Shanti. Good night.